growing rapidly. We need to get everybody engaged. Let's go. Uh okay. All right. So, Joe, I'll let you open up right now. I know you're driving, going to get the kids. I'll let you open up. You got any questions you want me to cover? Anything that personally you want to ask that you want me to go over? Get this rocking
Yeah,
and rolling. Go for it.
yeah, I do. I'm currently doing my wife's credit, and I'm
Okay.
trying to build her profile. The
All
only
right.
thing, like my wife doesn't know much about credit. Her credit is like about a 600. The only credit card she got is like a $300 fucking credit card, Capital One. Um,
Okay.
she has like a couple late payments that I'm in charge of, like maybe like one or two that I'm getting off.
Okay.
After I get that off, I'm just trying to figure out what's a way to quick ways to help build her credit so she could be funded.
So she can get funding?
Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll touch base with that in the other software. I'll teach you how to use the softwares that we've created, especially since it's beta, so it's free right now. Learn how to use
Okay.
the software because here's the thing. Learning how to use the software will be the key and case in point to build what you need to do. Now, I could teach you what it is, but if you don't know how to look at it, right? What happens? When you don't know how to look at the information, you don't know how to look at what's going on, you're really going to feel confused. So I want to get that point so we can see that. You could just log into the software, you pull her credit in the software, and boom, it's a bunch of check marks. And I don't I hope Anthony comes in today. Hold on, let me message him. I want to message him directly. Where's Anthony? Are you joining today? Um, I gotta send this
Also,
guy a link out as
also
well.
have another question. Also,
Go for it. Ask it, dude. There's nobody here. You're the only one, so ask as many questions as you want. Dre's a part of the team, so Dre don't count.
okay, bet. Yeah. Also, what was the question? The question was about. Shoot, I just lost my whole train of thought.
It's okay.
I'll remember.
Micah,
But
post it in Telegram as well, please. Dude, you got all day. You got all day. I'm doing this for at least an hour.
oh yeah. I'm dodging these damn school buses out here. Sorry for cussing,
You,
but yeah,
you dodging school. You dodging school
yeah,
buses. Okay.
but yeah, but with the credit though, yeah, because I'm trying to build her. I'm trying to build her profile
Hmm.
to be fundable, and I know one thing is you got to have a credit card above at least $3,000 to be considered serious. Uh,
But it doesn't have to start there. Okay? Doesn't have to
okay,
start there. So what you need to understand is it's a stepping stone. Each thing rises slowly. My first credit card, I still have it. I'll show you. After I fix my credit, I'll show you. I'll pull it out right now. Can you see my camera?
yes,
Not you, Noah.
yeah, I can see it.
I
I
don't
can see
even
it.
I don't even have to look to know who that is. You ever see this credit card over here? I'm gonna show you this. You ever see this one over here?
Yeah,
Okay. See this one? This is to
yeah.
rebuild credit. This credit card's to rebuild credit. It's got a $500 limit. I still have it and still use it. It's got the
Is
longest
it
payment history.
Discover?
No, it's Capital One, Credit One. Credit
Oh,
One Bank. So when just having a conversation with you, just want you guys to understand that like it doesn't matter who you have. It doesn't matter what you have. When you get to the perfect spot of being in funding, right? You get that spot, you just got to start. Okay. And Dre will tell you because Dre will speak on the funding end over here. Okay. Um, Jay will speak on the funding end of this. But at the end of the day, like you got to start at the bottom and start building. Okay. When you get to funding, okay, Joe, all these fake gurus will sell you, oh, just put a trade line here or put get an AU here or do this or do that. And okay, but you have to build age. You need installment loans. You need mortgage. You need the credit cards. You need 5 cards. Okay? 5 cards from the major banks. If you don't know who the major banks are, I'll go over them today. Okay? I have a list from Experian. Okay? You need 5 of those things to start building off of. But what happens if Chase doesn't approve you? What happens if Bank of America doesn't approve you? What happens if why? You're unfundable at the beginning of your life. And the reason that you're unfundable when you after you clean your credit is the truth and the fact of the matter is you screwed it up. So now you fixed it. Now they have you starting off like a brand new infant in the credit game, and now you have to rebuild again. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's where we try to get you in as many times as possible. Okay. Did I send that link? Did I send that link out? Give me a second. For AI software. Da, 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 da. Micah, we need to find a SMTP bulk email sender. Yeah, Mr. Dre is eating right now. He's at the bar eating. This is credit freedom right now. Credit freedom is whenever you're able to go and do what you want and work wherever you want. Me, I'm working from my basement.
Facts. That is facts. I am currently at the bar right now, and I am
Salud, my friend.
salute, brother, salute. I am currently at the bar. He is what Ali is saying. He is spot on. All right, everything he's saying is spot on. I'm not gonna be able to like engage as much, but I'm listening. But he is spot on. Spot on.
Um, okay. We'll give it a few more minutes until everybody gets in. I have a couple of people that I messaged and emailed directly. Um, oh wow, Simone's on YouTube. Hi, Simone. I think she forgot to join the stream. Simone, the link is in the Discord channel. You can grab the link from the Discord channel if you want to join up with us and actually ask questions. Oh, Simone, try to get on the meeting. I want you to go over what we did last night. Dre, you gotta hear this.
So,
Simone is the one I did the call with last night. Whatchamacallit, I went over everything with her last night and called TransUnion. And oh my God, that was like freaking pulling teeth, man.
What happened?
Oh my God, they did not want to freaking budge last night
For
after
what?
everything.
What were you guys
Charlie,
calling
are
for?
you wearing a shirt?
Huh?
Boy was like, no.
my bad. I didn't know y'all could see all that. My
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Go put on a shirt, man. We're not trying
bad.
to look fat in front of all these people.
No, no, no. I got you. Give me 1 second.
Every time I'm putting this in front of everybody. Anytime somebody joins without a shirt on, especially a guy, I'm calling you out like this. Especially since I'm a big boy, I'm calling you out for going to the gym. Next time, take my ass with you. We had a major. Oh, Dre, let you listen to this. This goes for everybody here. Um, you guys gotta understand something when it comes to printing and all this stuff and the letters and the post office and how things go. This stuff is crazy. And it feels like the cards are stacked against you on a majority of days when you're doing what needs to be done because here, God's honest truth, guys, like I feel like sometimes it is stacked against us in everything that we do. I just went to the post office. I literally had to hand somebody a set of letters because they were mail with tracking and they never got shipped out. So the post office lost the letters. And I literally handed the letters to them last week. So I'm telling you guys, whether you feel like it is or it's like this is what we go against. Like there's a bunch of things that we go against that put us in a bad situation. Here's Simone. and I literally handed letters to them last week. So I'm telling you guys. Simone's got me on YouTube at the same time as in the meeting, so I just heard me. Yep. But we did
Well,
last night. Simone, we did last night. She called me and she was bugging out because she had to go call TransUnion and TransUnion was giving her hell. So I said, okay, let me hear the call. I recorded this call. It's 45 minutes long. And this guy knew what he was doing was wrong. Simone, can you attest to that? Can you say, like, even if you type it in chat, did you feel that last night that he knew that he was doing something wrong? Like,
yeah, completely. He was like, I don't know. He's very well trained. He probably got a promotion and a bonus for that. He was just very deadpan, like, no, he was, I don't know. And I felt tricked before that. And I don't know. It's just, yeah, they're very well trained.
and
He wasn't.
here's something that we learned last night, Simone and I. This was absolutely beautiful. Last night they told us something, and this is why we do these meetings, is to try to give you guys up-to-date information as we get it. You have 5 days from the minute that the letters arrive to call them before it gets processed through the dispute department. If it gets processed through the dispute department and as they deem it as comes from a third party, kiss your letters goodbye. That's it. It's done. Dre, did you know that? Huh. Oh, thanks. Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah. So
No.
Dre knew that. So when doing letters now, you got mail with tracking. You've got five. If you should be tracking those damn things every single day, going through, watching them, making sure they're going from position to position to position to position. Now, Simone thought something last night. Okay. And this is why I like to do these live too. So there's no edited information over here. You're actually seeing what's going on, truthfully, straightforward. It's live. Everything is there. Um, when Simone was talking, when both of us were talking to them, and they said that we are already on the back burner. Those letters went out January 22nd. Those letters arrived over there January 22nd. So we were just trying. We tried to get something out of them. What happened? We did get them to process a dispute. Did we want that dispute to be processed? No, because and I said this to the guy truthfully last night. I said to him yesterday, I said, I don't know how I wrote it. I consulted with my legal professional, and my legal professional told me what to write on the letter. Oh, your attorney wrote it. No, my legal professional guided me on what to write, and I wrote it, but he told me what to write. I don't understand anything about this and don't want to do anything incorrectly. And by doing that, so they ask, oh, well, do you live with her? Yeah. You got a problem with that? Like asking stupid questions to go off of what we're doing. So you guys got to understand, they're trying to trap you in every which way, shape, and form to get you to say that you did something and cause the thing. So I told them last night. So we're sending in another round. Notate it that those letters are coming from us. Notate it in the thing. So we're going to call 5 days beforehand, and knowing that it's 5 days before the letter, as soon as they hit that door, we're calling. Dre, you got something? I don't know. Okay. Oh no, he's good. Okay. Because we have that, we have this data and this information now. We know what to do when we call them. So some people will turn around and say, I saw it this morning. Okay. Saw it this morning. Some people say I'm getting results from other brands and this, that, and the other thing. I'm not telling you, and I'm not going to say this to bash anybody that any which way that came in through M2. And I'm not bashing anybody. Everything works. It's how it works. Now, there's options that you can use to change in the software. I'm going to show you how to change some options today that you guys can try and see if it will help in getting your letters to be more lights out. Okay. There's other options that may not work. But what we're going to try to do our best as possible is give you guys the best tools that you can to get the results as quickly as possible. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that results are going to be done in 30 days. I'm not going to sit here that I'm going to tell you that results are going to be done in 6 weeks or a month or a year. I'm not. I don't sell that. Some other person may sell that. Okay. I know what's going on in the back end. I see it through experience. So at the end of the day, when I see what's going on with that and the ability to put an asterisk on your account, you don't want an asterisk on your account. You get an asterisk on your account means you're not um it means the things that you do are shady. Okay. And we know that there's companies out there that are telling you to do whatchamacallit, to do human trafficking and things like that. And I saw a letter that just came out of CFPB for human trafficking. Oh my God, that shit's crazy. Somebody's gonna get fined and gonna get fined big time. And again, I'm happy to do this live. This is live on YouTube. I'm not doing this. I'm not hiding this from anybody. For the reason being, we don't sell BS. I'm not telling you to do something incorrect. I'm not telling you to go and do something that's not true. If you truly have an inaccuracy, I will send you to the attorney. I have the attorney on speed dial. Okay. He actually has a file that's coming in because we have a person that found a true inaccuracy and we're sending him all the data and I'm sending him the credit report as well to get that handled. But you guys got to understand that when you're doing this and you're going through these files, this is what happens. This is how we go about things. So, um, I'm going to open up the floor again and see if anybody has any questions. And then we'll do a basic overview of the software. I'm going to try to get some other people in here as well. But we're going to do a basic overview of the software and go from there. I gotta message Ken and see if Ken got in. Charlie, you don't have to raise your hand, brother. This ain't that type of meeting. Come and talk, my man. Just be respectful for one another.
Okay, cool. First off, I hope everybody's having a good day today. And my question is, so I'm just kind of getting started. This is like my first month being in the program. I've
Awesome.
learned a lot through YouTube and all that good stuff there. But now I'm at the point where like I have some people like from work that's interested in getting their credit repaired, but then I have other people that at least want to see some type of proof. So if I don't have any proof, how would you go about marketing your services?
So Tario ain't here because Tario took one of my plays immediately and runs one of my plays. Give me a second. Let me see if we can get Tario in here. And
Okay.
some of our other heavy hitters that come in and run some of our plays that we do. But God's honest truth, very simple, very easy. Um, you don't need to have proof. You need to
Okay.
seem like an expert. That's the difference. What's proof? Proof is getting something removed. You know what they're asking you? They're asking you,
Mhm.
Charles, show me that you can get my credit score to go up. You can
Yeah.
artificially increase the credit score tomorrow by buying a trade line and putting that up. Did it fix the person's credit?
Not at all.
Exactly. So what
Not at
proof are you
all.
looking for?
They just
What
pretty
proof
much
it,
want to see results, or something like that.
so but here's the thing. That's what they're asking you to see results. They're asking you for a number increase. That's what they're asking you.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay? And at the end of the day, because of that, no, it'll be posted later. I gotta make sure that Simona's okay with it because she has information that's on there that I don't want getting out to people. Um, so they're asking you for results, which is numbers. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what they're asking you. That's the results. Because do they care about
Mm,
what was deleted? They don't give a crap what it was deleted. If they get so here's the thing. I want you to think about this.
mm,
If you show somebody that they had a 650 credit score, but you cleaned their credit and they dropped to a 300, do you think they're going to sign up with you?
Is it more likely?
Ah, you feel me?
Yeah.
No, because everybody's got this common misconception, and Dre was in here. Dre and I did a podcast together. Well, we were
Mm,
talking about it, right? Um, when we were talking about it, and when we were talking about it, this the first thing is the common misconception is score.
mm.
People think
Oh yeah, yeah,
score is a level to measure yourself on when you're doing credit. That's BS.
yeah. No, that's not it.
It's 100% BS. What is the measurement? The measurement is very simple and very easy. The measurement is the truth of you being able to show that you're able to go into funding.
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to go into funding. How are you able to go into funding? It's by taking the information that we have, right? The information that we've procured and putting them there. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I forgot I got to get somebody in here as well. I forgot that he's got to come in. By doing what? Very, very simply. By providing that you are the number one expert in the industry. Simone, when I got on the
Okay.
phone with her yesterday, okay, I haven't done credit repair. I haven't done credit repair in 7 years. I
Oh wow.
don't
Okay.
do credit repair. I am the printer. I print your letters out. I haven't done credit repair in 7 years. I still know what to do. But Simone, come off and attest to this. Did I sound like I didn't I've been 7 years out of the game?
Oh yeah, he's on the game. He's like yeah, he was very persistent. He was like, this is what we're doing. We have the lawyer. You don't need to ask me again. It's all right there for you. Like what are we doing here? Like, can we get this done? Let's get this done. Refocus, pivot. No, you're trying to dissuade. Let's get this done. And I was like, oh, because I was feeling threatened. I actually felt attacked by the way they were treating me. And I was
Oh.
like, all up in my feels like, wait, what? And I felt like I was lying. They were so suspicious of me. I was like, oh no, how do I even, and so they would hang up on me. They'd be like, well, get it together and send the right this and that, and this isn't you. And I would be like, okay. I was blindsided, dumbfounded, and he just went in there like a bull. Like, no, listen, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this. And the guy would pause a lot, but he was very composed. You could tell he was really well trained and used to it. But then he would come back, same thing. No, we can't do that for you. You know, it was, yeah,
The
I
phone call
needed the
didn't
guidance.
end. The phone call didn't end the way that we wanted. But here's the
Dang.
thing. If you don't sound like an expert, and this is what I've been trying to teach people, if you don't sound like an expert, people will chew you up and spit you out alive. I don't know what's
Gotcha.
wrong with my credit. How many people actually know what's wrong with their credit file? This, like, literally, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Dre when Dre runs his class, when him and I run our class, what's the first thing that we tell everybody? We're going to teach you how to read the credit report, right? Why? Because you don't know what's wrong with your credit file. Noah, you've been fixing your credit for 7 months with me, at least 7, 8 months. What's wrong with your credit file? I don't know if Noah's out doing something.
Not out doing anything. Literally just couldn't reach for the phone.
Oh,
Anyway, what's wrong with my credit file? Yes, I was a bad boy.
you weren't a bad boy. Just what's wrong with the credit file? Just tell. You have one late payment,
One
right?
one late payment, no, and also a random charge off. I still don't know where it's from.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got two items. And
Mm.
the God's honest truth, he's got two items. You know how many people that I talk to that don't even know what's on their credit file? They're like, I don't even know what exists on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will give me 2 minutes. I'll look into that and I'll answer that for you. I appreciate putting that thing in the chat, Simone. I appreciate it. So by doing that and by handling it the way that you handle, always seem like an expert. First thing,
Okay.
you want to get people to sign up? Turn around and say, I'm still learning how to do this. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Use this line. It works every time. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm not going to charge you what they're teaching us to charge you. Okay. They're going to ask you,
Okay.
what am I supposed to get? $5,000. That's what they're teaching us to charge you.
Mm.
5K.
Gotcha.
Why are they teaching you to charge 5K? Because credit takes time. And if you pay me $5,000, you'll be inclined to wait the proper time, right? Start off with, give me $50. That's what it costs for me to run a letter. That's what it costs for a token. Give me $50. That doesn't. You pay for printing, but you've got to go through our printing agency that we use in the software.
Mm.
Why? Because then I know that it gets out, and because I know it gets out, I know the job is getting done. You are not handling any of that. Those are my stipulations. Why? Everybody, I don't care if you don't use me. I'll be honest with you, I don't care. The reason that I tell you that is if you have it that you have the controllable variable that they number one mess up on, you won't have to worry about anything because that's the controllable variable. You know your letters are going to go out with me. So if at the end of the day, you know that that variable is controlled, okay? You know that if you get them, it's not going to go out. So
Yeah.
have that variable go out. That's how you get them to sign up. Just tell them and be honest with them. Be frank. You're like, I'm still learning, and that's okay. You want results? Let me have the results with you. I'm not going to charge you 100, 200, 300, 500. I'm not going to charge you to $5,000 because you ain't going to pay that. But $50, $50 you ain't going to die. You ain't going to die over. Come in and come in for $50. Come in. Let me generate the letters for you. You pay for your printing. We'll call it a day. Now, when I get results, you could be a testimonial for me. That's how you'll make
Yeah.
me money.
Gotcha.
See
Gotcha.
see the game?
Yeah.
That's the game. That's how we do it. Okay?
Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
how we do that. Okay.
I
Now,
approve.
let me see the chat over here. Chat's going nuts.
I know I put a super long question.
Okay, just ask your question live.
So it was my impression that they mince words there. They're very specific, almost like in a court case, like, oh, but wait, you said inaccuracy, but you meant dispute, or like, no, you're wrong, you're wrong. So one of the things that the guy was doing was he was saying, okay, so maybe I have the letters in front of me. He wasn't showing his cards, right? And he was like, what do the letters say? What do they say? And I was like, and then so you were kindly saying, like, well, you have the letters. Why are you asking us to reiterate exactly what they say? Like it was like a freaking game. So my question is this: do I need to at some point figure out what the hell the letters say, or do I
Oh, I know what
never?
the letters. I know what the letters say. I know
Okay,
what I had the letters. I had the letters open in front of me. If you
yeah,
didn't realize, I said Credit Karma, but I had the letters open in front of me. It's got
yeah.
nothing to do with what it says. The whole point of what you're trying to dictate to them is I'm sending in a letter to you, and if you go look at their dispute where it says their disputes say to send in a letter to said address. So if I'm sending in a letter to said address, why the fuck are you not approving it?
Yeah.
So for exactly what you said, I don't have to know what's on the letter. They know that it's AI generated. I'm going to tell everybody here. It's not because it comes from a third party agency. They have their e-Oscar system, which I was schooling this idiot on last night. Okay. It's like an AI. They put the letters through, they scan the package, they scan the letters, they scan everything through. It deems what it is. Okay. At the end of the day, don't get me wrong. We already knew that. We already knew that. We knew that they're looking at the template of the letter. We know that. Okay. That's why we have you call. That's the reason we have you call. Why do you think the software, everybody's in a different software over here? Who's on Phenom? M2 Phenom. Who's on Goat Repair? Um, no, I know you're with me. You're in FICO Forge. So everybody's in a different software. They're in a different M2 software. Okay. And each M2 software, the goal is, and we have a group, we have a group thing called the M2. It's called the Metro. It's called the Metro Truths Owners Group, and we get things every month or whatever that comes in and tell us, different dispute tactics, different things to do. The newest dispute tactic that they tell you to do is every 15 days. Why? Why? Can somebody figure out why they would tell you to send a dispute out every 15 days? Take a guess. Ain't nobody going to be wrong here.
Software refresh.
Almost. Okay. Got something to do with software, but not software refresh.
All letter?
Yes.
Yes.
You're allowed 4 stall letters in a physical year. If you send out the first 4 rounds in a total of 60 days, what happens? You remove all 4 stall letters, which means now you're left with the 4 rounds after that are ready to rock and roll. Do we want to do that? No, we just want to get through the bottom quickly. The not the bottom. We want to get to the goal quickly. Now, are there things that you can do to get you to that goal quickly? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's absolutely things that you can do to get you to that goal quickly. It's actually not hard. Now, one thing is take the letter and rewrite it yourself. I don't think anybody wants to do that here. I don't think anybody wants to do that here. Okay? Take the letter, run it through an AI generator, and have that redo it through that. Not something that you want to do either. You're doing extra work. Okay? The last piece is just pick up the phone and call and say, hey, it's from me, jackass. And that's it. And I'm like, it's so Dre, the guy who was in here before, he's the one who came up with that thing and he taught it to me. And a lot of our people that are going in are getting those removals because once you tell them to process the letters, they can't argue with the letter. That's why they're not processing it. I'm telling you guys the truth. They cannot argue with the letter. So if they don't process the letter, what happens? If they physically don't process the letter, what are you going to do? Simone, you felt like shit every time that you've had a call. What happens when you get a stall letter? You probably feel like shit too. You probably feel like giving up real easy, right? And I know I keep putting
That's
you
been
on. I know I
understated.
keep putting you on blast right now, but at the end of the day, like you're the newest in the group, so you've come to me in that sense. Now I know Noah's going through the same thing. Okay, everybody's gone through the same thing, including me. It took me 3 years to fix my credit, but again, I know what leads to at the end of the tunnel. I know what the light is. I know what happens. So when I sit down and I talk to you guys, I talk to you guys truthfully and saying that what we're going over here and what we're going through is actually getting the job completed so that you guys are all good and have the ability to win at the end. Because this is what it's about. OPM, other people's money. This is what it's about. OPM, other people's money.
And I have those cards.
Can you have those cards? Yeah, sure. There's one card with 75, so give me 75,000 for that. There's another card with 50, give me another 50 for that. So that total what? That's 125, right? Give me 125,000, I'll give you those cards, no problem. But
I'm so in your.
I want to use that cash back, so you got to give me the cash back too.
Oh my God.
Okay. So floor has been opened. The floor is going to stay open. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the software and things in the software. And let me just see if this guy got that. This guy is supposed to be joining that is looking to sign up for the software. Okay, I guess he's not coming. He didn't answer me back. Oops. All right. Are there any other questions before we get started with anything else?
Yes.
Go.
So,
Just you can ask
okay,
a million questions. It isn't going to hurt me. It actually makes the class better.
just jump in. Okay. So I'm discerning from this call. Now, I did this on my own to repair my credit, but I understand that this is something that I can affiliate do or I can like help other people. So is there a link that you can drop in the chat regarding that? Or maybe I can pick somebody's brain offline. Like, I don't want to, I know you're all day long answering questions on this until it's over, but I'm interested in that now because I see this being something, needed. So
Fruitful. Here's the thing. I don't know who your software provider is. So whichever M2 software you can actually I can tell you right now. I downloaded your letters. I know where I
okay.
can tell you
Okay. I got
tomorrow.
it through the wholesaling mentor, Mitt Smith, 9 to 5
Okay,
house.
so he has his own software. So you have to go into his software and
Uh-huh.
use his software to deal with it, which is nothing wrong with that. Okay?
Okay.
You just got to use his. You already have access to it. You just use his to start doing that. Okay?
Okay.
That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? I don't take people off of other software. I have my own, but I don't take people off of other software. And I don't mean that to be facetious in any which way, shape, or form. I was like, if I'm gonna help you, I'm helping you here, but I'm not, you're all here because of them. I'm not, I don't pull food off of the plate.
So how do you discern? Like, what would I do? I would shut down his membership and then open just a general one? Like, I don't understand. I
No,
guess I
you
don't.
stay his, you stay in his
Okay.
membership. You use
Okay.
his membership and you start adding clients to your software. So we'll go
Okay.
over
Gotcha.
that.
All right.
We'll go over that right now. Okay,
Okay. Thank
let's start to go over the software. I'm down a monitor, so bear with me right now, guys. And your letters are still up. Let me shut them.
Please check the comments. I actually have one question about late payments.
Can you just ask the question, Mr. Noah? I'm
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
educating.
So a lot of people over at I have a friend that works in Korea, and he has
Mhm,
late payments on his credit report that are like 7 years old. A lot
mhm,
of his contractors that he works with are in the same like position, but they're
mhm.
walking into the bank and testing their luck, and they're pulling out $50,000, $40,000 to buy assets.
7-year-old late payments.
Yeah, like 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
like
there. It
7-year-old
is
late payment.
inconsequential. Those late payments are inconsequential. The
So
newer the late,
essentially, if it's
the newer the late payment, the more impact it has. The older the late payment shows. So late payment is not as detrimental as a charge off, but a late payment is detrimental, shows that you're late. But if you have one late payment, it's not huge. Understand what I'm saying? It's if you have multiple late payments, and that's what they look for. If you have one late payment on one account 5 years ago, yeah, no, you're fine. Even the bureau, when you pull a credit report like that, the bureau will tell you you're not bad. You're
okay,
not
so
bad.
I'd say
You're not a huge risk assessment. You're not a huge risk.
like 2 years at most is like
I would say four and below. I would say four and below just to be conservative. Okay. I'd say four and below. But normally it's oh shit, I just closed that out. What an idiot. Four and below just to be on the conservative side, but on retrospectively, it's actually whatever they dictate. Each bank is different, and each bank has a risk assessment level to whatever you do. Each bank is going to do a different risk assessment on you, okay? Or on that specific client. I'm not saying you directly, but on every client, they will do a different risk assessment, and that different risk assessment, oh, excuse me, that different risk assessment will dictate what's going on. Okay, so is that good, Noah, or you need more clarification on that? There he is. There he is, the man of the hour,
oof.
Charlie. That's the guy you want to ask about starting a business. He took one of my plays, Mr. Tario. He took one of my
Oh,
plays, went
uh,
out and ran it, okay? And he's starting to make money with it. That's the guy that
okay,
you
okay,
want to talk
okay.
to. And it's not, and again, he'll tell you it's not about results, it's about knowing what to do. So he followed my lead directly. You can go
Uh,
there directly with him. So that's if you want to touch base with him. He is in the community. He's in the Discord and in the what the hell is that? The Telegram. You could talk to
okay.
him directly, and he'll work it with you. Can everybody see
Uh,
my screen?
I have one more question before you get started.
Sure.
A quick question. All right, so I have a balance on an old credit card from like maybe a year and a half ago, but the balance been pushed to collections. Um, would it be wise just to pay that balance
Hell
off
no.
or
Hell no. Hell
okay?
no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. It's like when the cop pulls you over for
Yeah,
speeding and you turn around and say, "Yes, officer, I was doing 90 in a 50."
gotcha. Okay,
You
okay.
never, ever, ever omit to that. First, you get the thing removed off of your damn credit report, then you pay it. I am not telling you not to pay it. I am telling you that you do not pay it before you get it removed. They don't have the right to report it to the credit bureau because they're a collection agency. The collection agency didn't issue that debt to you. The actual creditor did. You get that shit removed first, then you pay it. I'm not telling you
Mhm.
not to pay your debts. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not telling you not to pay your debts. I'm telling you that you have to pay your debts after the BS has been removed from the credit report. Make sense?
I guess Yeah, it makes sense. So what if everything is verifiable? Is
We're not worried
still it
about
wouldn't make a
verify.
difference?
We don't give a shit about verifiable. We're not factual disputing. That's
Okay, gotcha.
exactly
Makes
what.
sense.
So, Simone, you remember when I was saying yesterday over on the phone? I'm not factual disputing anything. I'm not factually disputing anything. Because I'm not. I'm not telling you I didn't do it. That's what everybody gets confused about with this software. They think that it's factual. It's not. This software is Metro 2 compliance. It's based on their reporting habits. Hence why I didn't open up the door to him yesterday when I was on the phone with him. He wanted me to say that we didn't do it. That's incorrect. I'm not telling you that I didn't do it. I never said that I didn't do it, but it's listed in the letter. And if you go read the letter and have them process the letter, then you'll find out what my reasoning is. So that's the whole point. So Charlie, don't worry about factual disputing because factual disputing is CRC, CDM, and I'm going on Credit Repair Cloud, Client Dispute Manager, Credit Admirals. What's the other companies? They have like DI, my score DIY. There's a bunch of other softwares. Dispute Fox. There's a bunch of other softwares that out there that do that. The reason that they have the most churn in the industry is for one reason and one reason only. That factual disputing doesn't work. It doesn't work. Hold on. Do you guys want to see? I got something for you. I got a gem to drop on you guys' ass today. I got a real gem. I got a real gem. Let me open up that. Let me see if I can get that for you guys. I think it's this one.
Ali, what's happening, brother? Hey, how y'all doing?
How are you, my friend? How is everything? I got a gem for everybody who's employed by somebody today. I got something for you to make you stand out on your resume.
Everything's great.
You missed Dre, bro. Dre was in here. Dre's driving, so Dre's probably gonna
Oh,
pop it. Dre's probably gonna pop in later. Okay, let
okay.
me check. Let me check over here. Give me a second, guys. I have something that I want to show you. Okay. Not many people have access to this. That's why I'm trying to. That's why I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this. So, and this is Charlie. This goes to exactly what we were talking. Oh, Keith is here. Perfect. This is what we were talking about as well before. When you're looking to run this as a business, okay, you have to be the person. You have to be the person that understands more of the stuff than anything else. Okay, you ready for this? I'm gonna
Yeah.
open up a file. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a file. This is what your report looks like. This is the raw data of the report. Hey Keith, how are you? You did get the
What's
email,
going
I
on,
see.
buddy? Hang on one sec. I'm sorry. Hang on.
You do what you gotta
Yeah,
do. I'm showing everybody something over here. Ready for this? This one's not it. Oh, yep. Hold on. This is it. File layout.
no. All right, now,
Ready
man.
for this? You see all these data points over here, guys? At the top? These are all data points.
Damn.
Okay? These are all data points. Every single one of this is a data point. Okay? It goes all the way to AT. So what is AT? AT is about 47 data points. Okay? And they fill it out on an Excel sheet. This is literally here. You have terms, you have payment rates. Look at all this stuff this is what's required from the Bureau. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's required from the Bureau. Please explain to me how they're going to screw that up. That's why factual disputing doesn't work. This is what happens. You have to fill all this data out. And when they fill all this data out, what does everybody do? They get something called an AR software, accounts receivable software. When they build out the accounts receivable software, it goes into this thing over here and it fills out all this data, and then this data goes to the Bureau. Okay? And when this data goes to the Bureau, what do? That's how they report it. So when you know what it's going to look like on the reporting end and what they're filling out, okay, you know that you can't say you didn't do it because you know your ass did it. So you need to come in and make sure that when you're doing it, you say that things are right. That's why we don't do factual disputing. Charlie, does that make sense?
110%.
Perfect. Perfect. So
Thank you, ton.
no problem. No problem. It's different when somebody can show you the stuff versus that, oh, you just gotta trust me. I don't do that bullshit. You gotta trust me.
No, exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you what it is. Okay. So now we're gonna do a basic overview of the software. Um Everybody that doesn't have the software, okay, doesn't have my software or any software. If you go to any of the M2 worlds, you're gonna put the M2, whatever it is, and then whatever the name of your M2 software is. Mine is FICO Forge, and you go to m2ficoforge.com and you get in. Keith, I'm gonna go a little different for you because I know you're just getting started, so I want to make sure
Yeah, thank you.
that you have
Apologize for that.
everything that you need. Some of these people have already generated letters and things like that, and that's okay. So when you come over here, you're gonna get to this page, Keith, and when you want to sign a client up, okay, are you gonna do the credit repair for them, or are you gonna let them sign up and do their own credit repair?
It will probably be different for each client. Some clients may say, I don't want to be bothered with that.
Okay, so if you're gonna have your own, you got to click register and register an account for you and your team, and just click
Right.
over here, register, and it's free to register. I'll include this link in the chat below with share with the Zoom meeting. Okay.
Okay.
All right. There you go. That's in the Zoom meeting. Now, once you get into the software, this is all free. You would send this registered link to everybody, and that's how they would register for the software. Now, when you get in, we're going to give a basis to everything here. I'm going to give a basic breakdown to everybody on what everything is. This is your homepage. Your name's up top. Your username is usually here, and then general tax. General tax is like a token system. I'm going to date myself and age myself right now. A token system to cross the bridge. So when you pay the token, you have to pay the AI a token. And I have 23 tokens. When I pay the AI for the token, the AI then generates the letter. So this is what that 23 is. I have 23 tokens to generate the letter. Now the AI can generate an unlimited amount of letters with an unlimited amount of pages. It will dictate what it needs to generate, and it'll do it based upon the negative items in your letter. Now, pricing guide. I'm going to go through the pricing guide real quick to tell you what to pick. Keith, I would talk to your people. First and
Yep.
foremost, don't ever let them pick the iron package. It's the worst package in the industry. Okay?
Okay.
Bronze and silver are the two best packages to go with. And the reason being is it costs, and I show everybody this directly here. Purchase an additional attack. One additional attack costs $40. It's right here. I'm not doing anything separate. I'm not doing anything that's there. So when you select your subscription and it only has one token, right? Why the hell would you pay $97 for the same $40 token? Hold on, I got something in the chat. Let me see what's going on in the chat. And that's why we helped you, Simone. That's because I remember we did the letters for you. If you had the bronze package, right, and you messed up, one of my team members could have came in and helped you put those documents in your software for you. And by putting those documents in the software and regenerating the letter correctly, you would have had the letters in your software showing the way that it was. That's the issue that you ran into is I don't ever to this iron package is the worst package in this system. Okay. It is the absolute worst package in this system. These two packages are the best packages. And retrospectively for what people are using to either fix their own credit or fix somebody else's credit, these are the two packages. Why? You get four you get 4 tokens in this one, you get 8 tokens in this one. Now I understand that you'll break it down. This is $36 and I think this is $24 per token. Okay? For an extra 50 bucks. I mean, retrospectively, you get 8 tokens. I would buy this one. But doesn't make a difference. I'm only helping out your software users, whoever's in another software. So at the end of the day, we come over here and we do this and we go through this. And by picking either of these packages, they're going to get access to it then they click it by just clicking buy. Now, FYI, I have my own package. I bought the bronze. So FYI, I'm showing everybody here. Mine is active. I get 4 GAs and I spend $147 a month. I'm not going to tell you to buy something that I won't buy myself. So I buy it. Okay. So that's done. That's there. You can use that to go forward and work with directly. Okay. So now we're done there. The most important part of this system is right here in the manage attack profiles. I'll show you how to get here. So you go to over here and manage all users and start manage profiles. Now that you're in here, this is where your clients are going to be. This is the most important part of the system. This is how easy it is. Keith, again, I'm going to show you how easy the software is.
Yep.
You fill out the data. First name, last name, date of birth. It's got to match your driver's license or passport, either or. Those are two acceptable IDs. Okay. Social Security card has to match your Social Security or your W-2. If you do not have that, go get it. I've pinned the link for the Social Security to get the Social Security card. I've pinned the link in the Discord channel, right? We have that in the Discord channel, Mike?
It's under helpful documents. You got
Perfect.
everything.
Thank you. Thank you, Micah. Okay, so we have that in the thing. Phone number, just put your phone number that you get a text message from, okay? And then you start your street address. Your street address has got to come from something that comes from this. Look, look, Social Security Administration. Haha. So I have it. So it's got to come in a document like this. If it doesn't come to you like this, now I know some people have whatchamacallit, they do paperless mail. Fine, that's not an issue. You just upload. But anything that comes to you like this is more important than any other document. That's really important document for it to come that way in that manner because they want to see that you're getting mail. If you don't get mail at the location that you live at, then not a proper location. So that's why they ask you to send proof of address. So your proof of address should do match here. Now, the number one frequently asked question, Ali, my IDs doesn't match the address that I'm living in. Okay. The first thing I would tell you, go get that fixed. But a lot of people say I don't have time, this, that, and the other thing. It's okay. That's not an issue. Your proof of address proves where you live. So just make sure your proof of address is up to date and that everything is spelled on the way that the proof of address says. So, for example, there is a place in New York City, New York, or Manhattan. If the letter states Manhattan and not New York, you write Manhattan. If it states New York, you write New York. A lot of people have a hard time understanding this basic concept. This is very, very, very simple concept. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little background right now. Keith is one of our funders that is here. He does business funding. Okay. And Keith can tell you when you're getting documentation for the bank, Keith, right?
Right.
Anything that I'm saying, is it out of whack?
No.
We have a guy who's doing business funding in here that just told you what I'm telling you is very important. Because if it doesn't match, you're not going to get these. We call them bank ready documents. If you don't have bank ready documents going to the bureau, you're going to slow yourself down. So when you're done doing that, you fill all this stuff out. You can do one of two things. I like to do it this way. Everybody else can do it their own way. And you can fill this out all in your entirety and save. I don't like doing like that. I just like filling out the top half, hitting save, and going to this file over here. Now, when it goes to this file, I should just have the top half filled out, which it looks like this. Can everybody see this or is it too small?
I can see it.
Okay. So I should have the top half filled out, which this is filled out. And then I start adding my stuff. So there will be a little plus sign over here. Click the plus sign. You add your My Free Score Now stuff. When you add your My Free Score Now stuff, you hit save. It'll start to pull the account in. When it pulls the account in, it will drop down over here and it will be in the reporting section over here. Okay. Then after that, you hit save. Then you put your ID, you come back in one more time and then put your IDs. Your IDs, proof of address, social security should look like this. Hit save one more time. Okay. Then you're done. Now your documentation and everything that you have should be over here. and should be ready to rock and roll. Okay. And if you have any other documentation, for example, you have a discharge on a bankruptcy, you have proof to show that the late payment was incorrect or that the account that they have is incorrect, you can put it in one of these document places over here and just hit save again. Now, I'm going to stress the importance of this spot over here. Simone can attest to this. Simone has gone through this. And I hate that I keep saying this. Noah's gone through this. Tari, I don't think you've gone through this. Joe, I don't know if you've gone through this. So anybody that fills this out incorrectly usually gets a love letter from my team that says, "Hey, look, we saw that you sent something into us, but it's not done correctly," which means we're gonna have to request extra documents for you, from you, so that we can fix the letters for you. So all this information is very, very important over here because this is what goes out to the bureau. This is what starts your letter. This is what gets your letter rocking and rolling. And the only way that we can fix it for you is just this part over here. I can only fix this because it's at the end of the letter. But this stuff that's up here, if you have the wrong information up here, it screws up the whole letter. So you have to be very, very careful when you're doing this to make sure that everything is filled out correctly. Everything is filled out correctly, properly. We ask questions. We have these meetings. Now it's almost 3 times a week. That we're doing this 3 times a week. And we work and make sure that this is all filled out correctly. Now, I'm going to pause for a quick second, open it up for questions over here. I know a lot of you have done this, but are there any questions over here?
Nope.
I have a question. So
Ask
remember
away.
how they were like, hey, we got your letters, but your ID was somehow not attached. So let's say I upgrade to the next one. I have more attacks. How does it physically look? Does it look like it's a letter and then these are clipped to it as printouts? And then they get it because they're saying, oh, we got your letters, but not this.
Good question. Let me show you.
And it's
I'm
my
going to
word again.
download. Yeah, it's your word against them, and it's always their word that they're going to go off of. So as you can see, your letters were downloaded. They're right there. Okay, but I'm going to download one of our sample letters. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So when you have the letter that's done properly, right, should look something like this. Here's the information. Here's the ID. Here's the social security. Here's the thing, and there's that picture at the bottom that was generated at the bottom, which is just my number. This could be a separate document, but this is what it looks like. Now, when you have that letter, you can prove that you've done it. Now, your case, you had your passport and just your bill. You didn't have everything. You sent us the documentation. We edited the letter for you, like I said before. That's why you've got to make sure this is the most important part of the whole software over here. That's why I didn't want to call you out, but this is the most important part of the software over here because this is where everything needs to get uploaded. This is where everything needs to be done for the letters to come out perfect. When my team tells you, okay, look, your ID, you still failed the review process. You didn't do good, but we can help you fix it. That's why you guys print with us because we're going to make sure everything gets done correctly. But I didn't have a copy of your letters because your letters were sent out on the 13th, which I wish we would have hit off earlier because then I would have been able to send you the copy. I didn't even think about that. You know what? I'm going to do that today. Tario messed up like 4 times. He just wrote that in the chat. So that's where we're at. So this is done. Now, I swear I'm gonna make this look easy. Keith, it's gonna look easy.
Okay.
I promise you it's that easy. Now, there's 2 ways that this works. Once you have everything done, you can go to rounds of attack. You can go to the sample file. You can literally hit maximum efficiency. Hit the Alibaba team. Now, Keith, this is for you because you'll be signing up in our software in M2 FICO Forge. M2
Okay.
FICO Forge. This is a discount code directly for them. So if they're printing
Okay.
with us, they got an automatic discount code for printing with our team.
It
Nobody
will
else.
be. No one's gonna want to do that. That's what they're gonna want, you know?
But tell them if they print with these other guys, we can't watch the file. the owner of the printing company owns the software. My wife
Yep.
owns the printing company. I own
No,
the
that's
software.
huge. It all stays in one house. No, that's I would never even sell anything else and say you have to do it this way.
Yes, that's exact. So, guys, you heard it from another person. I didn't. I told you that the sales pitch before, but you just heard it from somebody else say it the same way. If it's in the same
Because
house, we can control it.
we don't want to rely on somebody else that's going to give me bullshit excuses. It's not going to, I'm not going to be able to communicate with. It's going to hold our whole process up.
And
It's all
that's
in
the
one
whole point.
place. Yeah.
Yes, it's all in one place. You're gonna know exactly what it's gonna. Well, technically, store, but yes, that's what it is. When you put N2 FICO Forge, if I click generate, Keith, it's done. It's gonna generate 6 letters right now.
Wow.
It's gonna generate 6 letters. You're done.
Yeah,
Right?
this is
As
what
long as you.
this is nice.
Okay. Now here's the harder part, but it's still easy. If I click do it yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I click generate, right? This is what I go over on Fridays. I go over advanced disputing. This is a part of advanced disputing. I click over here and I select my attack. Usually it runs in the attacks. I select attack 1. I click check all. I leave this as is. Let the AI tell me what's wrong with the credit report. And I think we did this in the orientation when we are doing orientation. Okay. I just want to make sure. Got to go over this right now. Okay. I let it read system. I come over here. I click hide positive items. Let the system catch up to me. God bless you, honey. Okay. Uh-oh. My computer not want to keep up? Okay, now my computer keeps up. There we go. It pulls all the negative items and then everything's categorized. And then you could just literally go over each of these categories, put them down. I know them all by heart already. I've done this so many times. Okay, but you can go over here, student loan. Here's a charge off. Here's a late payment 3 plus. Okay, here's a late payment 1-2. Here's another, the student loan 3 plus. Now you're done. You just go over here to 62, double check it. Now, Simone, for you, because you're new to the game. See down here? See down here on the file? It says current images. This is the last one. This was 61, just to show you. Why is my computer being stupid? Or 62. This was 62. There's current images on the bottom. What you could do next time when you're running this is you double check everything over here. Everything over here will tell you how many files you have. And this is how you do it. You save it first name, last name, and then ID, first name, last name, social security card, or SSC, first name, last name, proof of address. And the reason that you want to do that is when you come to this, if it says image 146, are you going to know what image 146 is? But if you have it saved on your computer as image or first name, last name, ID, you know that if it's in the photo identification spot and it says ID, you have the right file there. If it says SSC, you have the right file there. If you have proof of address, it says the right file over there. I teach everybody to do that. Not many people teach it. I teach that to do that. Make sure that you do that because you want to make sure that when you're looking at this document, you know what's being included in the letter. And then I click top over here. Last thing over here is I check the client information. Make sure the client information is good. And this is a lot of people make this mistake. They don't look over here. First name, last name, street address, New York City there, all that stuff over here. Everything looks good. Go to general settings. I'm ready to reset the system to generate all the letters and generate it with the proper attack. So now that I did that, going over here to blast furnace where my little mouse is working on. Why is this? Oh, they're changing. Oh, turn this off. Turn this on. Navy Federal Credit Union is changing their phone number, everybody. It's got a update. So if anybody has Navy Fed, just to let you know, they're changing their phone number. Mhm, mhm. Come on. All right, I'm gonna do this one hard way. Our task manager. Why? What's going on? The computer's just being stupid. This is my computer, not the software, guys. There we go. My computer's starting to show its age.
Hmm.
Show this over here. Okay. No, you can't. So when you see something that's Eritario in that sense, you go back to the manage profile and edit it there, so it saves it correctly. But that's where you know to double check all that information to make sure it's done correctly. Like blast furnace, I select all my negative accounts, which is all here. Oh, wow, my computer's really having it right now. What the heck? Hold on, give me a second. Let me shut some stuff down. All right, hopefully that helped. Okay. I come over here, I click the red, and now I select all those little buttons that were over there, all those little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that that's done, I count the boxes 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. I put it in the first package over here. And then I hit default, default, default. Now that we double checked everything, and everything's good to go. Oop, iPhone's waiting for enter room. That's probably Kendra. Click the button. And then over here, click generate. You're done. Keith, was that, I know that it was a little choppy due to the thing, but was that
No,
hard?
listen, once I do like 2 or 3, then I'll get it immediately and then I'll be rocking and rolling.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
I think you'd be able to get it after the first one. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's it. That's where I'll open up. So I'll open up the floor again to questions and go for any questions that's there. And anybody that wants to go through any questions, now's the time. I know Joe had some other stuff, so let's go. And go from anything. Is that Kendra on the iPhone? Oh, there's D. Okay. Floor's open, guys. Anybody want to talk questions? Now's the time.
So yeah, I have a question. So
Go.
let's say I get a client, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that client is going to do it themselves,
Uh-huh.
right? At that point, the first link they're going to go to is myscore.com,
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
and they're going to fill out my link, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, where do I go?
In the chat over here, I included the registration link, but where you
Right? I
send
have
them
that
to.
your registration link, right?
Mm-hmm. Send to M2 FICO Forge. Let me know if you have a client's name. I'll keep track of it, and then me and you would chop something up. Okay?
Okay.
Keep track of it and let me know. And Dre, I want before Keith leaves, Keith has business funding.
You say he
Keith,
has business funding
yes, through a hedge fund.
through a hedge fund.
Oh yeah, brother. Huge. And he's coming into the software with us. He's going to do all his credit repair with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his name? Keith. What's
Keith,
going on,
over
Hey,
Keith?
here.
buddy, how are you?
I'm
Dre's
good. How
my
you,
partner. Dre's one of my partners.
Great. What's going on, boss?
how you doing, brother?
Doing good.
So Dre does all the funding on our end. So that's why when you told
So
me,
I'm just
Keith,
trying to get this down. I'm like the person I want to sign somebody up. They're going to go to my score, that link first that I
first.
see.
So this let's run the process on the computer right now. If you're
Okay.
trying to sign somebody up, what's the first thing that you do? My free score now. They're gonna go to your link. I'm just gonna open up one, right?
Right.
Just my free score now. So they're gonna go here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gonna look like this. It should actually look. Fuck, where's my link?
Like the one with the logo, whoever's company it is,
Yes,
basically.
exactly. So
Right.
hold on, let me see if I have it here. Yeah, we don't want them to go here.
Mm-hmm.
You never send them into our software first. You get them to get the report because if they don't have the report, the software is useless. Okay.
Right.
There's probably a lot of people in software. Sorry.
Now I have another quick question.
Go for it.
Ultimately, you want to get them to sign up for the program at the $24, whatever program you sold them, and stay in the program. It's beneficial to all of us, right? But
Right.
if they
Yes.
said, "Oh, can I just go in and pay the 7-day trial to grab my credit report and give it to you so we can get this done?"
We
Are
can
they
use it
able to
for
do
4 months. Yes, we can use it for 4 months.
that? Okay.
You don't want them to do that. So you remember that software that I showed you, the
Yeah.
funding software?
Yeah.
Funding software only works if you keep them up to date
Well,
reports.
what I'm going to tell them is you need to stay on that while you're working with me so that any changes or improvements in your credit, I can see immediately.
And
Yes,
that's
sir.
that is the best way to push it. So this is
Yeah.
what it would look like. So if anybody doesn't have an affiliate for My Free Score now, here, I'll give you the ability. Go get yourself an affiliate right now. I do it with everybody. We share the profits. So if you go, you get to pick whatever you want in a plan that you get to send your people. But I literally, I literally want you to go make money. I don't want,
Facts.
I don't want to send you, I don't want to send you your people my link and I'm the only one that's eating here. So let's go eat. We'll eat together. Okay. So that's the first thing that you do. You're going to pull your My Free Score now and it'll look something like this, but instead of affiliate, it will be your link. So now they'll come in, they'll put all their data in, right? And they'll get access to the back end, which is this. Yeah, I gotta pull this damn report. The lawyer asked me for it
So
today.
my question is, when they do that, they have access to their report through my credit score, is that right? Do I have access to it now too, so that I could see it with them?
No, I've been a due date.
What, what was that question?
I'll show you. I don't want. Damn. Keith, we'll save that question for another time. And the reason
Okay.
I'll show you what it looks like because I'm live right now. I don't want to give anybody's personal data away through my back
Yeah,
end
no
portal.
problem.
Okay.
No problem.
So that, but yes, you do have access to it. You just got to learn how to log into your thing. Okay. So yes, you'll log in over here, and I don't have 2021. Boom. Boom. I think it's that. Bingo. It was that. So now this is how I'm access over here. This is what they'll log into. This is where they'll see their credit report and all that stuff. So this is my personal credit report. You can see it directly. Okay. And that's what that is. Now you'll go over here. They'll get access here. The first thing that they need to do is they need to click their 3 bureau score. I'm not going to do that because my addresses are going to pop up. When they click their 3 bureau score, they have to make sure that they purchase a report. If they don't purchase a report, it doesn't do us any good. Okay?
Okay.
The report is included. It's free. They get a free report every month. Once they do that, now they go register for the software. Now we just take, let me just click home over here. Get this out of this
So if
page.
they go in, they pay $1 on the let's say
Yeah,
whatever.
the thing. Yeah.
They can actually get that one free credit report, send it to us.
They don't have to send it to us. They don't have to
Okay.
do anything for us. They don't have to do anything. When they log into the software, that's what I think maybe I hit the wrong button. There we go. So I didn't. When they come in now, they start to register and they upload their credit report right here. See? Right here.
Gotcha.
So now when they upload their credit report, it pulls the credit report. Bingo. Here's the credit report. Now the software has the credit report. When it has the credit report, right? Now we can have the software and the AI run through the system. And how do you
Gotcha.
pull the credit report? Is a little plus sign over here that says credited monitoring sites. Or when we were going over the information before, when you click add profile, you just make sure that you do over here. Boom and boom. Now, I am going to tell this to everybody. Do not let them sign up for My Free Score now without your code. Keith, this is huge.
Yep.
See over here? See this Epic Pro report?
Mm-hmm.
This Epic Pro report was built for our system and our system only. It helps the AI create a better letter. So if they don't have that, they go, oh, well, Keith, I have Identity IQ. Can I use Identity IQ? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, yeah,
Because we
I
have a
have smart credit.
relationship. Gotcha.
Yes. And I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now why.
Our system is set up with this system and works best, and you're going to get the best results.
Perfect. Don't talk results. Just talk that it works the best with the system. And
You got it.
you're going to get the way that it's going to work is going to work in unison the best way possible, which hopefully does, according to everything, going to give you the best results. Cannot tell them that you're going to get the best results. Not that you have to say hopefully.
Yeah.
You cannot legally by law, we cannot dictate that any results that we get because we don't control the bureau. That's according to the FCRA. So we got to make sure that anybody, when you're talking this, you understand the FCRA. And Dre, correct me if I'm wrong. I know you're driving, but correct me if I'm wrong with what I just said. With the FCRA, we got to make sure that we're saying the right verbiage because then we can get in a lot of trouble, and that goes for both of us. Okay, I got to set the expectation correctly, make sure that the expectation is set that we don't tell them it can take. And Keith, we said this. I said this to you that it doesn't. We can't get shit done in 6 months. We're not gonna say because it could be 1 month. They could be in and out of 1 month, but we don't know what it is. We don't control that. We're gonna give you the best opportunities with the best letters out there to do what needs to be done. And that is the best way to set this up and get this done correctly. Because if we tell them something that's incorrect and they go write a CFPB report or they go write something to the FTC, we have the ability to be sued. And I want to make sure that we're not going to be sued in any which way, shape, and form for mishandling information. I will never mishandle any information. That's why I'm making sure that you guys, if you're going out into the world and you're going to start doing anything in the credit repair industry, you got to say the proper terminology. And that's the best way to go about it. Okay? They're handling it themselves, so they know that. So once the client's here, Keith,
Yep.
now once they're done, they're going to say, hey, Keith, I got my login and everything. Awesome. You're going to go to, I'm going to open up an incognito window. You're going to go to m2ficoforge.com and click register. That's it. So once they're in, Keith, that's it. They're done.
Yep.
They're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to rock and roll. Now, if you're doing it with them and you need
Right.
them to do something, you need them to rock and roll, you can explain the system and how to generate the letter to them. Fantastic. You get them rocking immediately. If you need us to, help you on the back end, that's fine as well. We run a class on Friday. Dre, when's our other class? Wednesday and Monday? I think Dre's in the car. I think we have one class. I know I did Wednesday this week. I don't remember if we have another one on Monday. But we have 3 classes a week. So they can join in any of those 3 classes where we're going over the software and we're going over exactly the way that we did it with you. It's just an orientation class, very basic, very easy. And we'll get them to rock and roll.
Got it.
Wow. Sorry. But once they're in and they get access to the software and it looks like this, they get access to their home screen and then they can start attacking. Now, you're going to pick a package and you're going to tell them exactly what we went over. And here, Simone is the thing. She bought the iron package. She generated 1 attack. It was incorrect. What happened? She had to have us edit the letters for them. They said that when they got the bureau, they said to her that the driver's license wasn't included, which we know it was. But again, at this point, it's my word against theirs to her. But at the end of the day, we included the driver's license. But now, if she had another attack and she knew to get the 147 package, and she would have added her IDs, now she has the letters set up properly, which then we would have known that yes, we have everything there. I'm looking at a copy of my letter that I sent you, and the ID is right there. Are you fucking blind? Like it's right there above my social security. Your Equifax, and this is what it is. The date that I sent it out was X, Y, and Z. And then we go from there. And that's literally it. Questions? Any questions on that, my man?
Nope.
That's it. When somebody says it can't be that easy, I swear it's that easy. I swear it's that easy.
So when someone's doing it on their own, then they go to my link, then they go to your link, they pick their package. I'm not coaching them through it. They're pretty much on their own.
Once they get here, so here's the thing. I did a couple of things. You have the YouTube video. You can give them access to the Discord channel where they can ask us any questions. Okay. I'm live all weekend in it. And then you have everybody that's in here is in that channel. But yes, you're basically it's DIY. They have over here, they have a bunch of get started videos. Not really the best, but they work. They do the job. Okay. That they can go through. Yes. Once you get a client, Keith, and Dre and I can touch base with you on it after.
Yeah.
But once you get a client, if you're putting them into our system and we're working with them, we can work something out if you want to. I'm not going to do individual. Individual is just too much time. These people don't have their shit together. Honestly, They don't have IDs together. They don't have that. I'm sorry.
I get it.
I do class. If they can join a class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they could absolutely, but they have to have their shit together. But otherwise, we can give them something. Oh, Noah can't get back in. Micah, reach out to Noah. He just reached out to me on Telegram. We'll work something out to make sure that your clients are getting service correctly. There's a bunch of stuff. They're gonna make it harder than it seems, and they're gonna call Keith. How'd you put me in this place? I don't understand anything that I'm doing. This, that, and the other thing. But it's that easy.
Right.
You know how easy it is, and it's like, really, like, dude, like, it's not as hard as you're making it. Now, also, say you want to have somebody in the office doing it for you. You have the ability to have somebody in the office doing it for you. For me, we'll talk about it off air.
Yeah. So
That
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell
want.
you,
I don't
let's
want your.
talk about
I
how-
don't want your. Yeah, because we're
Yep.
live on YouTube. I don't want your information out in the air. We'll talk about it live off YouTube.
Appreciate it.
If
Yep.
you want me to coach somebody, I could. Yeah, absolutely. We could figure it out.
Okay.
Also, and I started a VA company where we have a VA that does this directly. He's normally in here. He's not here right now. But one of the guys that I taught owns the VA company, and we can get a VA that does it for you as well.
That's amazing. That's because that was my next thought on thinking in my head, which VA we're going to look to hire and train to do this. So if they're already trained in this, that would be amazing.
Yeah, well, that we have all bases covered.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
I don't want to see. Here's the like I tell everybody, I don't want to overload anybody with information. Okay. What I really like is for you to get the people to learn how to do it because if they're a part of the process, they truly understand how this works.
right,
But if they're not a part of the process, what happens? Then they go back and mess up their credit. Everybody knows that. They don't understand
right. It
about building. They
educates
don't
them.
It educates them on the process. And if you educate them on the process, what happens? They don't mess up their credit again. When they don't mess up their credit again, what happens? They stay in the thing, and then really, we're able to get them better funding going forward. And that's what we really want to do. We want to get them the best funding going forward as we possibly can in that accord. So having that there, having that with them is where we want to be. And when I spoke to you when we were speaking off on terms is exactly that. We want to make sure that they're doing it because they can't come back to you, Keith, and say, well, what's going on with my credit? Hey,
Right,
what's going on with your own credit?
right, right.
I
Yeah,
think
and
Simone's trying to answer. I didn't say. I just saw her hand go up, but I was like, I think Simone's trying to ask a question, and she's like waiting very patiently.
I am. So I'm looking at the affiliate link and it's asking, is it M2 Genesis, M2 Goat Repairs, other, which,
We are just put Phenom.
Phenom, perfect. Okay.
Phenom. So the reason that they ask you M2, so I'll tell you guys over here. I can't disclose this, but software that you're using, and I should actually get in there. Software that you're using is technically Prodigy Search. It's the name of the original software for the original creator. But Phenom is the guy that blew it up to the world. So the owner
Phenom is the
who
one.
yeah, Phenom is the one. But see, you have Credit Repair Cloud, you have Client Dispute Manager, you have Dispute Fox. All the companies are using My Free Score now because they really built a beautiful back end. And Keith, you should see it. It's getting released soon. They're doing best pay down dates for personal credit.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so the best pay down dates will actually help you increase a credit score quickly. So you would they built this. They did a really really good job. The owners of this company, Bruce did a really really good job in building the software out. So it's really good for people like us. Now I'm done with our software. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm done with the credit repair software. We're gonna move to the funding software. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before I move into the funding software? Because we got a major update supposedly yesterday, and I kind of want to see it. Yeah, guys, I don't know what happens in my own softwares. I just wait until they tell me, go look. Any questions before I move over?
Not for now.
Okay, perfect.
So I made it back after losing connection.
Okay.
What
You
I
have any
missed?
questions? Me going over the software that you've already been in for 9 months and know how to use.
Yeah.
Didn't miss much, buddy. Give me a second while I pull up. Where is login here? Okay. I want to log into the super admin and whatchamacallit. Control A, get rid of that. Why is that not copy link? And let's go. Perfect. So I'm in. Keith, I'm sending you this because we're still in beta for another few weeks. I want to make sure you get in over here while we're still in beta before I start charging people because
Yep.
when we start going live with charging, you gotta have you're here, Japan Financial. There you go.
Hmm.
You're here. You're already in. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. So let's go down over here. They supposedly made it easier. Been asking them to make it easier for you guys because I didn't like how hard it was to add a client and not actually understand the process. So, for example, now we should be able to go like this. Okay. Okay. Let me get access into this one. Edit. Okay. Change password. Okay. I'm gonna log into the back end. Let's see it from the admin side. Okay. Oh, oops. Go live. Boom. Okay. I think I added one too many girls. There we go. Okay. So this is out. This is our reports. This is our thing. Everything that we're working on over here. This is going to be the admin dashboard. So this is what people are gonna look like when they log into your version of the software. And this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see your calendar, which is gonna tell you when to pull reports, what needs to be done on those report dates. Okay, for what month, anything that needs to be done over here. So now what I'm going to check over here, just check the add a client. They're supposed to have made it. Yeah, they still have. I don't know why. He told me the update was done this morning. This was supposed to be removed. Bear with me 1 second. Sense. Uh, uh, um, where is it? There we go. Oh, added a load. Okay, that's what they did. All right, so now it's supposed to have an animation now. Let's go look. When we pull the credit report over here, supposed to put a loader. Oh, no loader. I don't know where they added it. Okay. Regardless, it's pulling the credit report right now. And once it pulls the credit report into the system, so anybody that wants to do credit repair for their clients, this is what we want. What do we want? Here. We want this progress report, analysis to be able to send to your client, and also the underwriting report. Now, I know, Joe, you're the one that wanted this before. Okay, this is what we were talking about. This software, reason we built it is for this box right here. Now you have a funding person that's in here, and I know you're picking up the kids and you're driving and you're doing X, Y, and Z. So you can ask person that's actually doing funding some of the questions, and you can ask him directly about the information and the data points that I have here. If you don't believe the data points that I put in, okay, you can ask him if live on for the world to see if these data points are true. Now, these are conservative data points. These are not actual data points because I made them conservative for a reason. If you strive for greatness, you will always get approved. But if you have lower data points and we have the base number and you just get it by the skin of your teeth, what happens if you get something tomorrow? Can end up in a bad position. So what we want to do is make sure that your data points are perfect. So, okay. Now, check this out. With these data points, and I use these for our clients, if you have all 6 of these check marks over here, you're ready for funding. You're ready for funding straight over here. Now, you may not get the maximum amount of money, but you're ready for funding. If you have 0 over here, 0, you're absolutely ready for funding. These other stuff that's over here eventually will come in and be good, but these right here, these boxes right here are the most important. If you have no negative items on your account, you can get funding. Now, Keith, I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I didn't mean to, but you know what? You're my guest of honor today. You're my guest of honor on this spot. Okay. With funding, the data points that I have on this screen right now that we're showing people, How close are they to what you look for when you do your funding? And I made it a lot bigger. And now these are personal data points. These are not business data points, but I know these are personal data points. How close are these to what you look for when you qualifying a client for your funding company?
700 plus credit score, under 30% utilization. That's huge. Because what people don't understand is that utilization on their personal credit affects their business credit. And 90% of the time when somebody doesn't get approved for a business loan, like an SBA, it's because of their SBB score, which is a business score that they use. And a huge factor in that is your personal utilization. What else do we have? Minimum 5 opening accounts. Yeah, I mean that's a perfect client right there. You know, we know we got a file like that. We're happy. We know that file is going to fly. It's going to go
So
right through. There's not going
how
to be
much can you
problems.
fund me? How much can you fund me for? Because this is my file.
Well, that all depends on your revenue. You know what I mean? That we'd have to go to your revenue at that point.
What do you
So,
need for what do you
but
need
the
from me?
bottom line is whatever let's say if we're looking at your revenue and we can fund you up to 35% of your gross revenue with numbers like that, you're getting the full amount.
Up to
Not only with
35%.
with numbers like that, even if you had a little bit of hair on the file and maybe there was a loss or there was a decrease in revenue, they'd still be willing to put you through like a fast track and still fund you anyway. Maybe if you were going to get 500, they say we're going to give you 250 right now because your credit's that good, and come back to us in 90 days and we'll give you the other amount when we get fix this or that. They'll get your revenue up, But yeah, that's those are great. Those are perfect.
So again, when we build these numbers in, we build these numbers in purposefully. So now when the funder tells you that these numbers are great, this is exactly what you're looking for. He's coming in, he's going to be using both softwares because this software is going to cut his qualification down of his client down to 30 seconds. So now I can instantly see a client if they're qualified by just pulling their credit report and putting them up on the screen. Okay. I could figure out what's going on with a client instantly by doing that. And by doing that, we can go in and cut our expenditure down of time and maximize our profits. It takes me 30 seconds with a client on the phone to figure out if you're qualified or not. Do I waste time with that client for 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, running after them for this and that and the other thing? No, you don't waste any time with them. You don't waste any time with yourself. You get in, you see what it is. Okay, great, move on. And this just goes for you personally. If you want to become fundable, you need to hit all these opportunities. Like, look, this one right here, max open accounts in 2 years. I already know that because I got funding a year and a half ago. Here, you can see it. Here's my funding. A year and 6 months ago. So in 6 months from now, 6 months from right now, right? 8 months on some of these. 6 months from right now, what's going to happen? I'm going to be completely fundable again for my second round of a credit card stack with an 800 credit score. So every bank that we go back to, what's going to happen? They're going to roll out the red carpet and say, how can we take your money? Because they want to take my money. And I'm going to gladly put a smile on their face and be like, give me, give me, and then go invest that money into assets. And take those assets, open up a business, go to Keith, because we already have asset flowing business. Hey, Keith, here's our tax returns from the previous owner or whatever with the business, whatever's done. Here's our funds. Let me get an SBA. Now, Keith gives me an SBA. I take the cash, pay the cards off. Now the funds in the business, game over. I'm winning. Now the business pays all of that and I'm done. And that's how it works. And I just proved a line of business right here. Keith came to me through another through another avenue, and because we're doing credit repair and we started a credit repair. When he told me about SBA funding, I was like, oh yes, I'm all game because that's what you want to do. I can sell our people SBA funding because that's what they need. You want to get that funding to grow your business, to grow and push to where you need to be. But if you're not getting there, this is the keys. Yeah, Dre, I saw you come off of mute. I was connecting audio. So at the end of the day, this is how we go. So when you're reading these files, and
Love
this
it.
is also this is also reading your credit report. I can over here, I know I need revolving, right? I can look at the credit report and see what I need out of the revolving account. I also know it's individual. I know what's going on. Here's all the stuff. It's authorized users. Here's the individual. Here's another authorized user. This is terminated, but it's still an authorized user. You just match the account over here. That's funny. That should oh, wow, look at this. They changed the account number on. That's funny. This didn't get reported to oh, who's that? We got Equifax and TransUnion and then reported to Experian. And the funny part is my Experian scores the highest. This is the key right here. It's also knowing, Joe, this is exactly what we said. Knowing what account to throw on your file to equal the age that you're looking for. 34 years, 9 months. How did I get this? Very simple. I went to Dad and I said, "Hey, Dad, what's the best card that you have in your pocket? Or the oldest card?" He goes, "What do you mean? I know you don't like credit. What's the oldest card you have in your pocket?" He goes, "My Sears card." I said, "How old is it?" He goes, "Oh, I have it since I come to this country." I said, "No problem. Perfect." I was like, let me get that." I picked up the phone. I put myself as an AU on the card. When I put myself on the AU, I just finished getting Equifax clean. My Equifax was clean, and my Equifax went from, listen to this, 605 to 797 just
That's
by
what I'm
putting
talking about.
by putting that age on because I had no other credit cards on my account at that point. I had nothing. I had no age built. I think I had one bullshit account on there and that I was building. Then here, and I said this before. Where's somebody asked me, I think it was Joe, a Credit One account. Here, where's my Credit One? Here's how old my Credit One account is. Where are you? DBNA. Where are you? Credit One Bank. 4 years, 2 months. I have this. I cleaned my credit 4 years ago. Telling you guys. 4 years ago. Here it is. Here's the proof. Proof's in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't afraid to show you on this account. I am not afraid of showing you guys what's going on here. Look, Dad again. Dad again. 5 years. 5-year-old Home Depot account. Because this limit when I got it for him was $10,000. So I popped a $10,000 cherry. Okay, Credit Bank here. Look at the accounts. $800, $700. I got this authorized user from somebody that I helped fix their credit. They bumped me up just a little bit. That's how I got that 607. Here's that 40. But look, $300, $100. I'm not lying to you guys when we say this. Here, this is one card that pissed me off. I swear I'm stupid. I'm really, really stupid about this. This $100 Macy's card. If I kept this stupid $100 Macy's card, I have a 16-year-old trade line right now. 16-year-old trade line. But this is what it is. I was too stupid to credit at that point. I was 20 at that point. I was 20. I didn't know. So, this is what we do. Joe, you got any questions on this? Just trying to figure out how to turn the mute off.
Oh, yeah. No, no, I don't have no questions right now about it. Only thing is that I need to get into the funding business. Just need to crack myself into that. And I
Well,
heard the person to get with, I heard.
When Dre and I launch this and the funding part, you're already going to have one person partnered with Keith that you have SBA in the business side, okay? That you're going to be able to send the business over to him, okay, and start your business funding. Now, Keith, I want to ask this live. If a person is getting business funding and sending it directly to you, I know you charge a percentage to get that SBA. Are
Right.
they able to tack on any additional monies to that? Excuse me, not monies. any additional money to that if they would like, or are they not allowed to based on federal regulation?
Well, I can give them part of the fee. We can work something out, right? On part of the fee that I collect. That's normally what I do. But if they're also providing a service for that person, right? And they can prove that they're consulting with, helping them with their credit and helping them set up to get the loan, there can be extra points on there. Yes, they legally can.
See? Dre, did you know that? Because I didn't know that. I knew of that, but I didn't know of that little tidbit.
Yeah. So when it comes to business funding, when that's how Keith, once you said points, I kind of know you do business funding, because they don't say a commission when you get in the nitty gritty of business.
Right.
They don't call it commission, they call it points. So
Right.
but yes, you could definitely so my clients, because we're doing there's multiple ways. Keith, you obviously should know this, but there's multiple ways you can do for funding. You can do SBA, you can do equipment funding, you can do business credit card funding, you can do all that stuff. So there's certain ways where we can if we do, I think it's equipment funding, we get the points and all that stuff, but we can charge a processing fee.
Yes.
So
Yep.
Hey,
yeah, with
Keith,
with different stuff like that, with when it comes out of the SBA too, and you have like equipment funding and stuff like that, the guidelines, are much less lenient, where you can, a lot of times these companies will pay you 15%, and you can even charge your processing fee. I mean, it's a wild west with some of those products there,
And that's the truth. It is. I knew that from previous, but so what happened was I remember back in the day because we tried to get approved by SBA, that they said that we're not allowed to charge over a certain amount of points. I think it was between 3 and 5. Where we're not allowed to go any higher than that, and we were charging a business fund at 15 points. So we were already
Yeah.
between personal and business, we were charging 15 points. And let's be real, how much are you getting on business if you got a proper business? Especially a plumbing company that's doing, at the time we had a plumbing company doing 10 million, right?
Right.
And you get in them 30%, that's $3 million. I would even drop that fee down, not from 15, I'd drop it down to 10. I'm walking away with 300 grand. I'm walking away with 300 grand. And I want everybody to understand that. You're
You have
walking
to
away
understand
with,
something too. A lot of these people come from the MCA world. They're used
yes.
to having. Hold on, let me close this door.
Yeah, because he's in the office with an MCA person. I
They're
know that.
used to having, sometimes $500,000 in MCA debt with payments of $180,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to clean up their credit, fix what needs to be fixed in this pretty short period of time, usually, right? And
Mm-hmm.
be able to get them $500,000 to replace that $500,000 for $6,000 a month. So they're going to basically be saving $174,000 a month. And then from there, since their credit's where it needs to be, they can go to the next level 90 days later. If the business requires more and they have the revenue for it, they can keep going, and every 90 days get an increase. So
And
these
when they
people
get, go
are
ahead.
happy to pay the few points that they're going to pay, considering that they're used to borrowing 100,000, paying back 150 over 5 months.
And the cool part is, and I know you didn't touch base on this. Cool part is they get the money directly into their bank account. So they're writing a check. They're happy to write a check to you when you get them
Absolutely.
that, because they've already has access to the account to the capital to use.
Correct.
So for
And,
everybody over here, go for it.
and what I do is how I really sell it too is I say, listen, a lot of these guys will take a big, a 10 or a $25,000 upfront application fee. It's non-refundable. I don't do that. I charge a success fee only and if I get you funded when the money's in your account. Now, what that includes is this: if I go through the process and within the first month there's a hiccup, and let's just say, we have to go back in, I don't just throw my hands up in there and say, oops, sorry. We go in, I have my team now, which is my credit part of it. We work on it. We fix what needs to be fixed. We're back in there in 30 days. Or if they come in and say you're going to get 500,000, but there's something that needs to be adjusted, your business score is down because your utilization is too high, we'll still give you 250. We'll work on that. We'll get them the 250. We'll continue to work on the file for the 90 days. 90 days, we can go back in and grab the other 250 and then continue to move forward.
Good man. I like that.
Dre,
I like
honestly, this This comes from our other business partner, Ross. This is one of his connects.
Yeah. All right. I want to talk to you on a one-on-one. What's his name? Keith.
Keith, yeah,
We'll get him with after. We'll get him with after the class.
Sure, for sure.
yeah, absolutely. No problem, brother.
With everything that comes in, guys, we're not. What am I setting you guys up for? I said everybody. I'm gonna make everybody in this group that comes in and actually locks in with us. I'm gonna make them $100,000 a month. I know how to do it. It's not hard. It's actually stupid fucking easy. When
What the
I
right
did it,
he's he's telling he's 100% telling the truth. I'm coming from somebody who 100,000. That's you rich. You rich. I'm from Chicago. Then you rich. But no, seriously, like once you start learning the systems that you need to put in place, $100,000 a month is not hard when you
It's
put
very scalable.
Yes, when you have a good idea and then you can scale it. When you have a scalable idea or a business plan, 100,000 is not hard. You just have to have a scalable business or idea.
That's what I
Drake,
want to. When we
Go
get
for it.
back later, I really that's what I want to talk about how I want to form this, and we could do that together. And I think we can come up with a perfect plan and
Oh,
get a nice
wait,
flow.
you guys are gonna hear this. I'm gonna give you the thing. When we first started this, I give you guys everything. When I first started this 10 years ago, I was in credit. Okay. When I got started in credit, I figured that, I started counting clients because that's what you do when you're in credit. You start counting clients. How many clients am I going to hit before I can make 10,000 a month, before I can make 20,000 a month, before I can make 30, 40, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. To get to $100,000 a month, it's a lot of clients. I'm serious. I don't care what you charge. It's a lot of freaking clients. Okay. Even with marketing and everything, it's a lot of clients. But what happened? I got good at credit. I got good at understanding credit. I got good at how to do it. Then I'm sitting down with my partner at the time who was doing funding. He said, "Ali, I'm going to send you a couple of my clients that need to be funded. Fix their credit as quickly as possible. Let's get them back into the system. I'll show you how much money we make on them." Okay, no problem. I got a client finished in 30 days. Okay, because back then it was a lot easier than now because we don't have the same stall letters. Okay. So I knew the process, did what I needed to do, get him in, get him out. We got him into funding. Within 45 days, my partner got him 150K. Back then, Barclays used to give you $50,000 credit cards. So you get one credit card for 50 G's. How hard is it to get you another 100 G's? It's not. You still got 9 credit card companies that you can hit to get that. All simple to get that 100 G's. It was like 15, 20, whatever. We did it. We got it quickly. Okay. Done. 7-point case finished. We got 150 G's. That first week that we did that, we did $450,000 in funding. I didn't have access to the business yet, nothing. So I sit down with a couple of people. I'm like, yo, we do credit card funding, blah, 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 blah. One of the super affiliate calls me, tells me, "I heard you do funding. I need a place to put my clients. Can you help me?" Oh my God, I didn't know shit about funding, and I'll be honest with you. And I'm saying this on live freaking air. I didn't know shit about funding. What happened? Yeah, we could do that. Let me put you in touch with my partner. We'll sit down. We'll do a business meeting. Blah, 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 blah. Beautiful. We get a meeting. They send us 40 clients in the first week. 30 processed. 30 processed. Okay. We funded in the first week $1.2 million. I walked out, my company walked out with $100,000 in that first funding session. That's the company. We didn't pay any affiliate fees, nothing. In the first week, in the 2 following weeks after, we funded subsequently another $750,000 and another $650,000 because of the super affiliate. I'm going to be honest. The super affiliate was just kept giving us leads. We finished that. We got to 1.2, 1.3 million, right? That we funded in the first month. We finished that funding in the first month. I made my first 6-figure month in my life in that month. And I've been chasing that freaking goal back since building the software, building all that stuff, because that's what you chase. You chase to get to that point. You chase the marketing. You know how much we were spending in marketing? We were spending 50 G's in marketing at that time. $50,000 in marketing we were spending at that time to get those leads in. Why? Why were we spending that? $50,000 made 200,000. I was willing to spend 75 because what happens if you increase it another 25,000? It could have been 400, 500,000. And that's not including what was not given to us. And we didn't have no systems built. We didn't have nothing. We were rocking off a Google sheet. We were rocking off Google Sheets and Excel files back in the day. I built this software because this is how I used to do my underwriting. I used to do all this shit by hand. This is all built by hand. So this is you guys actually have access to my brain. This file, I look at this file, I'm not giving this file 150,000 if I'm looking at this file. I know, Keith, you said this is a great file. For me, this is a 50 to 75,000 file. You want to know how much I got funded for? 55,000. My first round. Even with the score, I've always had the score. I got funded for 55,000 in my first round. Now, with the increases and everything that I did, it's almost $500,000. Not $500,000, $250,000. But I'm telling you guys, this is the brain. Every single person that comes in and sits in these masterminds, that sits in Dre's group and Maya's group, that comes in and does this, you guys came in through a route. Somebody's selling you something else, especially if you're using another software. That's fine. But the place that you're coming in now, you're seeing what's going on. This is going to go live soon. We're still in beta test with this. When this shit goes live, it's going to be a game changer. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're in it. But I'm saying this is going to be a game changer when this goes live. Once I put marketing to this, I'm not taking $1 out of this software for 1 year. Every dollar it makes, I'm going to put right back into the system. I don't need it. I'm going to let the system rock. Because what happens when I add funding into this? So what happens when I add Keith into this where you can automatically send an app to Keith? Or you can automatically ask Dre to run a file for you on funding. What happens? It's going to literally take you up a notch. Where you could turn around and say, Joe, think about it like this. You want to get into funding. You don't need to know shit. All you need to know is know that those green boxes equal money. That's literally all you need to know. The more green you see, the more green you're going to make. That's the key and point. Yes, understanding what each of these mean, like, okay, the 700 score is up here, 30% utilization. This is your debt utilization in here. Okay, the max amount of counts are down here. This is all that stuff is here. It's in front of your face. Understanding it is a different story. But if you're like, I don't got time to look at it, all I want to look is this qualifying section, I'm ready to go. That's the key. Every single person can come in here and make money. That's the whole point of why we do these masterminds every week. Why we go over, why Dre and I partnered up. Dre and I didn't partner up for the credit repair. Dre and I partnered up to get people's credit clean so we can get them into funding and really make money. That's where it is. I'm going to send Keith this year. I promise you. I don't know when it's going to happen. But in the next 10 months this year, I'm going to send Keith a file that I can make 500,000 off of. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I'm going to do it. And then when Keith writes me that check or sends me that wire, I'm going to send a picture to everybody in this group of what that wire looks like. We got that funding down.
Love it.
This is what it's about.
This is just a game changer because this just saves me so much time from fishing through. Like right now, I'm like, listen, send me what credit report company do you use, send it. I have to go through it, look at it, see the utilization. I mean, this just takes hours out of my day.
Simone, they're not trying to sell you something. They're actually getting you signed up because they need the documentation from you when they get you signed up to be able to issue somebody a credit report because you'll actually have access to the back end credit report and their passwords at all time. So all that stuff that you're asking, so that's why they want to get you in as quickly as possible. They're trying. They're not selling you anything. They're gonna give you access where you can go sell for them. So literally, they will bend over for you and do whatever you want them to do. Honestly, okay? Because there's people in my free score now making $50,000 a month in affiliate fees. They had a ball. They had a gala ball in December for that. Okay. Keith,
Yeah.
I want you to stay on. I don't as long as nobody else has any questions. I think we're good for a Friday. This has been a very quiet Friday. Kendra, you have been quiet. I've never heard you so quiet in a meeting in 6 weeks, 8 weeks that we've been doing this. What happened, girl?
I'm gonna go grab a pen and a pad. I'll be right back.
Go,
All
go, go,
right.
go, go, go. Yeah.
Hey, Allie, how are you? Hello?
Hi, I was taking a swig of my drink. I was like, this girl's OD quiet. What's going on?
I'm good. I'm just here doing my daughter hair. I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
don't have no questions today.
All right. No questions.
Yeah.
Noah, do you have any questions?
No, I sent a message over Telegram.
I'm not on Telegram anymore, bud. I just rarely check it. Who's on Telegram? I'm in the Discord channel, buddy.
The Discord channel compared to the Telegram still looks very sparse.
What do you mean it looks very sparse? Yeah, that's because people keep putting information in the Discord, in the Telegram, and not in the Discord channel.
Yeah, I believe that. I just hey, ask for their opinions and see which one they like better.
Everybody said Discord.
Oh,
Let's run a poll right now.
yes, please run a poll.
Mr. Micah, why don't you run a poll on Discord?
Yep.
I mean, I do agree. Discord is more organized. It's like, why does everyone keep on commenting on Telegram, man?
Because we have new members going in on Telegram that they never switch the files over. That's why. So my team is fishing that other.
Okay.
There we go. I'm gonna make this a 3-day thing. Allow multiple answers. No. Okay. All right. Telegram. Oh, I gotta get this Nitro account. I'm having fun with this. I'm having way too much fun with this. just put a thing in there. You have so Micah, you're the only one that has access to doing the ads and stuff like that. So you've got to give me access to that. I'll talk to Carrie about that. You're the only one that can add everyone in the channel.
Okay, I can change that.
Oh wait, you asked if I had one. I have one more question about this 45-minute phone call. You told me you don't want to share the phone call because there's personal things in the phone call they don't want to hear. Is there any way I can?
Simone, it's up to Simone, not up to me. And if Simone says yes, I will absolutely share the phone call.
Yes,
okay.
You have permission. Okay, so I will send the phone call to Micah to make sure that he gets any information, any negative information out of there, and then yes, we'll get that over. We'll get that over call recording yesterday. Where's the 45-minute call? Oh, 40. It's 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes on the phone with TransUnion yesterday. I think Micah, you can cut out the whole time that we were on hold for like 28 minutes off.
I want to hear how you deal with them. Like maybe I can take a couple of notes.
You've got to be an animal. You've got to be an animal. Dre will tell you that. I'm like that. You have to be an animal with them on the phone. You cannot be nice. You need to be.
Yeah.
You need to be a straight murderer. Like that's it.
My wife will be great.
What?
My wife will be perfect.
Oh yes, I was yesterday. I was on the phone and I was livid with them yesterday, and I didn't get the result that I wanted. You have to understand that. But I also realized when he turned around and said the thing is processed in the first 5 days, and I know we're calling 2020 day 2022. I was like, all right, I'm fighting an uphill battle over here. I'm not wasting any more time. I was like, Simone, we'll call back on your next round. All right. So let me, Micah, I gotta figure out how to get this to you. Oh, save audio to files, and then I can send it to you via Discord. There we go.
Is it just audio or is it like
Yeah,
a
it's just
video?
audio. Just audio.
Okay, okay. I don't know what the limit is on audio, but I know there's a limit on video. How much you can send,
I
like how
send it
long
to
a
you
file
via
is.
I send it to you via WhatsApp, my friend. There is no limit because it's
Oh no?
all through the internet, my friend.
Nice.
It's 55 minutes. I just looked at the recording. It's 55 minutes. All right. So, I'm going. Oh, okay, you let Dre in. Awesome. I'm gonna answer any questions that anybody may have. If anybody has any questions, please ask them now, or else
Are we
we're
gonna
done for
wait
this.
till we have a private conversation to speak of how we want to set up our flow?
Yes.
Or like, yeah, right?
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. If nobody has any questions, because Dre's gonna be on the phone with me, so we can have a
Okay.
flow going right now, rocking and rolling. If that's the case, um, because today was an actual great class, and everybody was just attentive.
Perfect.
Later, Noah. Thank you. Simone, thank you. Kendra, do you need anything? I know Kendra's doing her baby girl's hair, so at the end of the day, she's not gonna want to come off mute.
Oh no, I'm here. I can
Okay.
hear you. I'm fine.
Yo, Dre, I gotta tell you something. Kendra's the golden goose. I gotta tell you why. Oh, Joe, give me 1 second, and yeah, any question that you have. She's the golden goose. She knows this.
The Kendra.
She is, yeah, she's an ethical hacker. Okay, she runs cybersecurity. So ethical hacking. Anybody that's in cybersecurity is ethical hacker.
Wow. That's
So
insane.
think about where I'm going to lead you down this path. If Kendra wants, we can figure out how to clean up data from the back end of people's information by going out and have her going to the places that they're posted and get rid of it. Because that's all cybersecurity. When they get rid of all that garbage, there's nothing
I'm
to
gonna step away
verify.
for 1 minute. It's gonna let somebody in the building, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
One second.
When they get rid of that, what happens? They can't verify all that information. And when you can't verify all that information, what happens?
That's true. They have to remove it. How long has she been doing cybersecurity for?
You can ask her, Kendra. That's on you, girl. You can answer that.
Oh shit, she's here. Okay, hey, hi. How long you been doing? My bad. How long you been doing cybersecurity for? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You just got to come off mute.
Hi, this is her daughter. She stepped out really quickly. I can
Oh
go
my
get her.
God, really?
Yeah,
Your mama.
I can go get her for you guys.
No, it's okay. Just when she gets back, just let her know. I'll answer Joe's question.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Thank you, little Kendra.
Thank you, baby Kendra.
Baby Kendra. Joe, ask your question while we wait for Kendra to get back.
Oh yeah. I just wanted to know, like, who can I get with to like start my funding journey? Like, how to do a proper landing page and
No, Dre, I'm telling you, you got to relax first before I got to answer this properly. So, Joe, who did you come in from? Who do you have the software with?
Oh, with M2 Phenom.
Okay. So, I can't reach out to Dion. Okay? Reach out to Dion.
Okay.
Dion has a course. Okay? If Dion doesn't help you, you don't hear anything back, he doesn't give you anything or anything in that accord. Okay? keep reaching out to him, but then come back and hit me up and I'll figure out something that we can do. Because I cannot physically charge you unless you are physically charge you or do anything with you until you have gone through the proper channels. Okay?
Gotcha.
It's just a loyalty base between me and Dion. I don't want to shit where I eat, man.
Oh yeah,
Guys,
trust me. No. Trust me. Like if a person teach you how to fish, don't fish in that man's pond.
I'm back.
yeah.
That's how I
No,
look at it.
it ain't even about fishing. That man puts the fish in my pond.
Exactly.
That man
But
puts the fish into my pond. Not say that live. He literally puts the fish in my pond. So at the end of the day, I do this to strengthen his software. That's why I don't charge
Gotcha.
for this or any of that. I do this to strengthen his software, to make sure that people are getting results, doing what they need to do, have somebody live that they can ask questions to, because I want to make sure that, that he our people are getting the proper help. So by
Oh
any
yeah,
which way, shape,
absolutely.
any which way, shape,
Absolutely.
and form, I want to make sure that you're handled. But if there's something that comes abreast that you can't get a hold of him, you don't like what's going on, please reach out to us. We'll try to figure. I'll
one
do.
thing that I'm excited about that I didn't realize that you guys did was get the funding for the credit cards. You
Oh yeah.
know, what's huge about that, where my mind went with that right away is I want to do that for myself immediately, right? Because I would take that money and then I would syndicate it on the lenders of the deals that I'm doing. And you can pick kind of your syndication if you're going to go more aggressive or if you're going to go more long-term loans. And I'm on platforms already that one platform last year I put 70,000 in, and I turned it into like 160,000 in 18 months. And the best part about these syndication platforms, let's just say if any of you guys wanted to syndicate in one of these lenders, right? You're not handing your money over to somebody. You're opening an account with them, a syndication account. And then as the deal comes over, you say, okay, let's say you want to invest 100,000. How I do it is I would invest, 100,000 or $2,000 a deal and spread myself out over, whatever it is, 50 deals, right? And what happens is as the money comes out of your account, you say, okay, I'm going to go on that deal. And they pull the 2,000 out for you to syndicate. They say, okay, listen, you're going to make 30% on your money over 6 months on this particular deal, right? Number one, the minute your money goes out, if that's a daily payment, right, it comes back daily. So the money's already coming back. Or if it's a weekly payment, the money's already coming back. So as the money's coming back too, you're putting it back out. Or a guy that maybe, let's say, took a 9-month deal. These are more bridge money, right? Gets refied and pays back the deal in 3 months, and you wind up making 30% on your money in 3 months instead of 9 months, and you put that money back again. And the interest compounds almost like the IRS, but in your favor for once.
Right.
So that's something huge that I just thought of with this whole process.
So I kicked everybody out too early. So Keith, I'll give you something right now. I was talking about it last week with the S&P 500. I'll give you something right now. A lot of our people that come in, we get them credit cards. Why? We try to get them cash back credit cards and things like that. Why? Because you want to use that cash back. A lot of the things that I teach is in that cash back, when you're using that cash back, you could do something like you just said in the cash back with the syndication, put that into there. You're not playing with your own money. You're playing with the cash back that your business already has grown for you, and you let that rock and roll, and you don't have to worry about anything. Because Dre and I, when we do funding, we can teach you how to liquidate your credit card. When you liquidate your credit card, right, you have the money directly off of the credit card. Now you pay that monthly payment every single month with the money that's coming in. But
right. The
what if we
syndication account would be the only payment in the syndication account. Your money coming in, money going out, and that payment. That's it.
exactly? But if I teach you to take that money out through your credit card, use the credit card, and then use the cash back and just pay the credit card off with your cash back. Now you just had your cash back is now working for you.
Wow. Yeah.
Your cash back is working for you, not cash back to pay your credit to go buy something stupid. Now you're getting your cash back to go out and build and let it build
and make
for
another 30% on it.
And start making 30% on it. Bingo.
Yeah.
So I let everybody left a little early. I thought we were gonna end on that.
It's okay. This could be another Zoom. I'll be in more of these, I'm sure now. You know
where we run them. This runs every Friday, and Dre and I have two on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Not Monday and Wednesday. So, anybody have any questions before Keith and I shut the stream off? Any more questions before Keith and I and Dre get on the thing? Joe, I know this was your first meeting, the first time I seen you. What did you think? Good?
Oh yeah, I'm Gucci. I'm in the right spot. I just gotta I guess
Um,
figure out, go talk to them first before doubling back to y'all. But
coming
I
back next week.
love, yeah, like I've been in these mastermind classes for like about 4, 5, 6 weeks now. I love it, man. I love it here. Like for real, for
You
real. A
lo-
lot of
my you been
knowledge.
in my masterminds?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I've been look at Michael. Michael knows. Like I've been there. Like
Oh, so you're not new? You're not new to
I
no,
thought
no,
he
no,
was
no,
new. I
no, no.
thought okay, this is the first time he turned his camera on. Then I'm like,
Oh yeah. It's my first
okay,
time turning my camera on because usually I'm out, running my kids around, being a single father and everything. But I just, so now, I can see everybody now. And but yeah, I've been in here a couple times. I've been asked a few questions before. Been in the Telegram. Man, look, I love it here. Printing with you about to print. I'm about to print my girl stuff with you right now.
Hey, I recommend you, brother. Like Ali said, go talk to Dion's team, whatever you gotta do. But if you don't get any like the help that you need, yes, come back. Like holler at Ali, I holler at anybody on this live, but come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, go through the proper channels, like Ali was saying,
hey
so you
Peter.
don't
Absolutely, good business, good business. I believe in good business. Absolutely.
like, brother. Bro, this is a really good one. Like Ali knows what he's talking about. He is a really like solid community. We both have solid communities, but Ali he has a solid community, brother. Like for real, for real. So and we're all about helping. I'm trying to jump on. I'm gonna start jumping on your guys' calls more often, so I can kind of like help you guys out, and then Ali's gonna jump and help my team out. But this is a solid group, brother. Like solid group, for real, for real.
Man, I
So
believe you, man, and
on
I'm
here,
ready to rock, man.
I'm happy to see you on here, brother, and just keep showing up, executing, and we gonna make it happen.
We
Bless,
definitely
man,
are.
bless, man. All right, man. Everybody have a great weekend,
You
and
too.
I'll
Nice
see
meeting you,
y'all in
bud.
the chat. All right, same here, man. Same here, Keith. And bye, Kendra, and Kendra's daughter. Later.
Baby
Oh, see
Ken.
you. Yes,
Right,
take care.
Kendra's daughter. I love it. I love you, Joe. That's awesome. All
Oh,
right.
DeAndre, I had stepped away when you had asked the question.
Girl, we were talking about your secret weapon, your superpower.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still learning stuff too. So it's not like I know it all, but I'm still learning the ins and outs. But it's been about 2 years now.
Okay. Dre's
Yes.
going to talk to you about your superpower. I think we're going to need to get on a call with you because Dre and I are trying to really grow this community to the next level. Uh-oh, my wife. Hey, honey,
Okay.
Yeah,
what's the baby?
I'm gonna want to ask you some questions, Kendra, for
Okay.
my because Ali has his own community, I have my own community, but we work together. So,
Right.
but for my community,
Mommy got to go
um,
to the bathroom, baby girl.
I can kind of see where your expertise will be a great addition to my community as well.
I'm going to
Um,
grab a charger.
so I would want to get with Ali, but I want to talk with you on like a one me, you, and Ali, you, Ali, and
Okay.
I.
Uh-huh.
Definitely want to talk to you, see if we can, do some type of partnership for sure.
Okay. That's fine.
You said
Kendra's been trying.
Say that again?
you've been doing this for 2 years, correct?
Yeah, for about 2.
Okay, thank you.
No
You got eye
problem.
gook, honey. How did we get the eye gook out of her eye? Okay,
Oh, she's so precious.
I know. I know.
Kendra,
She's
This is
Ali,
yeah. What happened?
Kendra, how long have
Yeah.
you been?
Say that again.
How long have you been with Ali?
Only for about 4 months.
Nice, solid. Okay,
Yeah, so about 4 months.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yo,
Yeah.
Kendra, I feel when Kendra's presence is missing from an episode or a thing.
He said I feel when it's missing.
I feel when she's missing. I know when you and Alexia. I don't know what happened to Alexia. Alexia don't show up anymore. Hi,
Oh,
baby girl.
is some of the people still in the what is that? The
Telegram's still
company?
open. Telegram's still open, but it's you know what it is I was telling my my dev. We have to make something to let them know that we're going live. So that's the key. Hold on, baby girl. Let me fix your head. Let me fix your head so you're not. There you go. That's my little lady.
Ali, do you
Today's
post or?
I don't know. That's Micah's job. That's Micah's question.
Mike, are you guys posting before you guys go live?
Posting on our social medias.
Social medias and on inside that first group that you guys are transferring over from. Are you guys posting inside that group?
Yeah. Telegram are posting too. Yep.
Beautiful.
Want to take her back? Come, baby girl. What a mama. She's so precious.
I almost forgot today was Friday. I was like, oh, today's Friday. Let me jump in the call.
So what happens is I feel like we don't get access to people, but it is what it is. All right. So, Ken, you have anything for us? Because I want to get with Keith. Let me solidify some stuff over here, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
No, I don't have any questions. The only thing I need to do is just do my next round. So I'm going to go ahead and get on that today for sure.
Okay. Well,
so I'll go ahead and put that through. And that's it. I guess I'll see you next week.
Next week? I'll see you. Well, no, we're probably going to talk beforehand, but next week should be it. All right.
Just reach out to me by, through text. That's fine.
I'll shoot you a text. If there's anything that you need, you let me know. All right.
Okay, no problem. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks again.
You as well, Kendra. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too.